everyone, how you guys doing? Grugs here, Legion Tactical Cutlery. Welcome back once again, troops, legionnaires, and new recruits, and another Legion premiere. And I am going to be showcasing this SDOKEDC drop point hunter in DC53 tool steel. What is everybody carrying? Well, I've got my clone knife here. It is the Satri, I don't know how it's pronounced, but pretty decent clone for the price that I got it for, 15, 16 bucks. What are you all carrying today? And now let's go over the specs of this very cool hunter. Once again, this is the SDOKEDC drop point hunter in DC53 tool steel. I'm hoping that they're gonna come up with the exact same design with a longer blade. That would be pretty cool. But overall length is 8.42 inch. Blade length is 3.74 inch. Blade steel DC53 at a hardness of 60 to 61 HRC. Blade thickness 4.1 millimeter. Blade width 1.34 inch. Handle length 4.57 inch. Handle material is a gray and black G10, which looks pretty nice. Weight of the knife is 7.3 ounce. With the sheath is 16.4 ounce, and it features full tang lanyard hole, Kydex sheath, and a TekLoc. All right, cool. So this video is for this subscriber. Hopefully he will take a look at it. So let's take a quick look at this blade. Very nice, man, very nice. The handles are really impressive, but I am digging that blade right there. It's got that nice swedge for penetration. I think this is a good hunter, all right? It's not too big, it's not too small. You can do some outdoor stuff with it. Nothing crazy, but you know, if you are an avid sportsman and you wanted to enjoy, you know, a little camping while you're hunting, you need to make a small fire. You know, I'm sure that there's possible people and scenarios out there that they will use their knives in the outdoors. You know, here is a very nice knife for you to take a look at. I don't remember what the price is on this. I think it was less than 50 bucks. But just pretty nice blade right there. Okay, so it's a high saber grind with the swedge for, you know, penetration. So it should be good in getting into the sinew, the knuckles, the meat, etc. You know, puncturing some of the fat in the sinew, lifting it up and then cutting it, which I have done, you know, when trimming meat in my kitchen. Just really nice over here. Okay, so fit and finish, as you can see, is excellent. There's a little bit of jimping on top. The spine is rounded off. I don't know if you would scrape with this type of spine, but you could look at that. Fit and finish looks pretty good. And you can see the flat grind on both sides right there, not hollow. Look at the scales. The scales are really nice. This is what's really impressive, and the feel is very, very comfortable. Now, this might be a little bit smaller for some hands, but the scales are done very well. The tang does protrude just a little bit, but it's consistent all the way around. All right, so I guess if you're gonna need to do some real hard stuff, it won't cause too many hot spots. Some scalloping over here. It's got some grooved textures. Let me see if you guys can see it. That's grooved. So you can actually feel each and every groove here. So it makes for a really, really fine grip. Okay. And your middle finger and the thumb could hold on to the scalloping, and then you could do some skinning. A really nice sized blade. The handles are just impressive, man. Now they make this in a bright yellow and black. I didn't like that. If they would have done that in like a forest green and black, man, oh man, you know, I would have gotten that one. But this one is not too bad. So it's bright. In case you drop it, you'll see it on the ground. if you're hunting or whatever, or if you're hiking. It's a heavier hiking knife if you decide to hike with this one, in my opinion. It's hefty. It's got some weight to it. I know probably some hikers would want something a little bit lighter, maybe more portable, like a folder, but this isn't too bad, you know, if you're going for a light hike, you know, maybe a weekend hike to a campsite that's pretty close. For example, back in New York, I used to walk about 15, 20 minutes to the spot that I would go to, and, you know, if I wanted to hike there for the weekend, perfect knife to take with you, nothing too heavy. And you could use this to cut up food, etc. And start a fire with something like this maybe. But let's look at the handle again. Nicely done. Protruding tang lanyard hole, removable scales. Just really, really, really nice. So I just want everybody to see. Now, DC53 tool steel is a bit tough to sharpen, so just know that. However, once it gets sharp, it stays sharp pretty good, you know. Just be aware that it is a little, it's a bit of a pain in the ass. Now, what I usually do, and you could take it or leave it. What I usually do is after I'm done using it, I like to hone the knife and strop it. Once I'm done, that's my maintenance. Maybe do some, take some oil, wipe the blade down. But yeah, look at that handle, man. So let me hold on to it. It feels really good in the hand, no matter how I'm holding it. Let me do the reverse grip for everybody. Feels good. It really feels good. I think this will be a really good hunting knife instead of using it any other way. Again, it's a little bit heftier, but if you're a hunter, you might leave this back at camp. You take down your animal, and then you go back to camp, grab the knife, your friends or whatever, and then you go and do what you need to do, or you can carry it on your belt. Speaking of which, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the sheath. A nice taco style sheath here, very thick. It's got a drainage hole, and you've got the thumb ramp. Sorry about the background noise, people. But there are other neighbors here that live very close, so you can practically hear everything. It's okay. Thumb ramp, nice thick Kydex. The Kydex sheath like this would probably cost here, made in America, about $40. But the combination of the knife and the Kydex sheath, under 50. That's not bad. Comes with this TekLoc, right? Upright or scout carry, depending on how you want to carry it. Removable completely, ambidextrous. It's got the tabs that are removable, adjustable. Locks into place so it doesn't accidentally come off. Some people like this one, some people like the other version of it. I kind of like this one. Let me pop the knife in. Okay. Secure, no up and down play. Slight left and right movement over here. You can hear that rattle, but the retention is good. So that is the sheath, troops. Okay, so now that I showed you the sheath, simple box. Let me just show everybody real quick. Simple box. All right. Okay, I don't even think this has a label on it when I got it from Amazon. So nothing in it. It was probably wrapped up in plastic. I got rid of the bubble wrap or the plastic, but simple box, guys. Good enough for storage, good enough, once you're done using it, after you maintain it, put it back in the box, you store it. And if you're a collector, you got something good to store it in too. All right, so let's just take a look at how sharp this is. It feels sharp. I don't have any paper today, but I do have the wood. And actually, you know what? Let me see. I had a nice piece over here. Hold on a second. with some good angle. All right. Okay, so it's gonna come nice and sharp. Just a small demonstration. I purchased this myself. Nobody gave this to me, okay, to review. I purchased this myself. I love SDOKEDC knives. I've got quite a few, so one of my favorite knives, man. I just love them, and you can see sharp out of the box, the curls, how nice they are. Just put that there. And that's it, troops. I hope that subscriber enjoys this review. If and when the time comes I want to do a hard use review, you will see this being used hard. All right, but until then, man, thank you very much all for watching. Let me bring awareness, everybody. Hashtag 22a day, hashtag 22a day no more. There are veterans and active military who wants to get out of the service. They do face a lot of challenges, and unfortunately one of these challenges is suicide. So when you're done here, go check out the comments section, go check out the description section. There'll be phone numbers you can call, there'll be websites that you can surf. Please seek the help you all have earned and deserve. Also, troops, go check out my community page. I saw a beautiful, beautiful sunrise, and I just captured a couple of pictures. I think one of these days I'm just gonna do I'm gonna bring my my gear out there and do a full sunrise video for everybody to enjoy, for those who want to enjoy something like that. So, because I thought it was pretty spectacular. I was amazed at what I was looking at, and I hope you enjoy. All right, troops, at the ready, hold the line. You guys take care of yourselves.